I feel so weird sitting here recording this video. It's been a while I actually sat down to record a video, though I've been uploading. So anyways, happy new year guys. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here as well. So I've been in a reflective mood for about 3 weeks now, and I kind of just wanted to share something about my past. And because I'm so excited about this new decade, I'm more excited about the new decade than the new year. And okay, so I'm tackling something in particular about the past 2 decades, which is being a plus size lady in Ghana or in Africa, or yeah, basically. And it's a struggle, you know, when ever since I could remember, I'm always called or referred to as Obolo or any other local term that refers to someone who is plus size. And it's never been fun. You go somewhere, someone wants to, you know, pick you out, and they'll use the fact that you're plus size to, you know, describe you. And I'm like, you can use what I'm wearing. Do you really need to describe me in that way? But that is Ghana and that's Africa. And it's really sad, but I'm not even out here to say that we need to change that narrative, because I feel like it goes beyond what we think it is. My point or my reason here or recording this video is just to speak to you that you need to change your mindset, because it's going to be a quicker solution to the problem. So JHS1, I was at this phase where I only eat snacks. I felt like proper meals were gonna kill me. They were gonna make me fat. So I'd rather have the pastries and the drinks instead of like proper meals. And then Form 2, I started taking this dietary supplement thing, and the issue wasn't with what I was taking, it was about who was coaching me to take it and my mindset. I thought that taking this dietary supplement was gonna make me shed like half my weight, and the person coaching me wasn't really telling me the right thing to do. So instead of actually taking healthy meals as well as the dietary supplement, I was literally taking only the dietary supplement, and obviously I was living off nothing basically when you think about it, because the dietary supplement, the vitamins, the nutrients, all of those things weren't enough to sustain me, and at the same time they weren't going to make me full of energy. So I was constantly hungry, had headaches, weak, low energy, cranky, and it was just bad mood. So I got off it, and in Form 3 I was literally not eating basically, and it was like in between. I wasn't heavy on snacks like Form 1, but then I wasn't also heavy on food, so I was basically not eating. And I felt sick. I went to the hospital with my mom, and the doctor said I had this gastric something. Basically I was just a step away from ulcer. So that's when I was like, my mom was also like, my mom has never been the type of like to come be like, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight. So she and I, we just were like, I'm not doing this again. So I just went about my normal life. In SHS especially, I'm really grateful for the school that I went to. Not only it being all girls, but the kind of school it was in general. I didn't experience any body shaming or anything of that sort. Because of the type of food we were being fed and the way we were eating and all of that, everybody kind of complained about the fact that they were gaining weight and all of that. So nobody really cares about you that you think you are fat. People don't care about that, because everybody was gaining weight because of the food we were being fed and all of that. So I kind of just blended in. It was cool, and we had this sports during inter-houses called the Boomful race or the fat race, where fat people from every house are supposed to run 100 meters, and I did that in Form 2 and Form 3, and I was third and second respectively, and it was like an achievement. And I was like, okay, so I'm actually not so should I say weak in a way, but it was actually a very, very good it was like something I was really proud of, and I'm still proud of, by the way. So in university, level 100, another shock because, you know, people are like skinny, wearing makeup, dressing, you know, and you kind of feel some way. But I wasn't someone who wore jeans. And then I had this roommate who was in level 300. She wears jeans literally 24/7. And somehow she influenced me to wear jeans. So I bought jeans, I wore it, and I realized that jeans actually makes me look cuter than all these A-shaped flare dresses and skirts that I literally wear 24/7. So I got into jeans and also started, you know, cuter dresses, pencil skirts and stuff. And I realized that there's actually a type of fashion, you know, that suits my body type. And so I got more into that. And I became really confident and comfortable with my skin. Around that time, I was also doing colored hair. I would do burgundy, green, gray, curly yellow, blonde. I was purple. And then the same applies for my lips. And people also knew me for that. Like, how are you able to do green hair and wear blue lips and it still looks good? So people knew me for that, and I was wearing clothes that I was comfortable in and that looked good. And so my level 300 and 400 were really good. I didn't feel any way insecure about my body or how I looked. And then service, the first 4 months I wasn't eating at work, and then I'll come home and eat. And when I come home, I'll bath before and do one or two things before I eat. So I'll be eating like banku and okro at like 6:30 or 7, and my stomach got really bad. So it was like, for me to wear a dress or an outfit that my stomach won't be obvious, I needed to go a size up. And that's when I was like, no. So I did research into dieting, and I found intermittent fasting and keto, and I decided to opt for intermittent because I just felt it was more doable and I could be really consistent with that. I'm going to do another video on all of that, but yeah. And now I'm at this point where I can't even imagine myself slim. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be nice slim. I know I'm talking about not being nice slim, and I'm talking about appreciating your body. It's probably not the best thing to say, but honestly, I think of it, I'm like, I don't really want to be slim. I want to be in the thick family. I like being thick and juicy. But I just have got to the point where I've embraced who I am and how I was born, and I'm just sticking to it. So these 2 decades have really been like from a very low to a very high, and I know that this decade is going to be so much better because I have grown out of that shell, because how I looked physically prevented me from doing a lot of things that I wanted to do in the past, taking up leadership roles or venturing into something, because I was just worried about how I looked. But now that I'm confident about how I look, I am more confident in, you know, doing other things that I'm really interested in doing. And that's, I started YouTube last year, so that's actually, I can use this as an example, because I wanted to do YouTube since like 2015, 2016, but it's now been embracing how I look and who I am. I've been able to come out here and be creating content for you all to watch. So it's been a crazy 2 decades, but it's also been full of growth, and I've learned so many lessons, and I'm so much happy and at peace with myself that I just want to kind of, you know, step it up and like grow and be better in every way possible, you know. So I just came here, and so this video isn't really geared towards people who are plus size alone, but if you are really tall, or you're really short, or you are really slim, or you are not hairy, especially as a guy, maybe you're not really hairy, or you don't have a deep voice, and people laugh at you because you're like, you have a feminine voice, or you're not hairy on your chest or your legs. Are you a girl? Or you are really tall, and so every time you have to bend, or you're really short, so every time you have to do this. Listen, society will never be okay with everything, so you just have to psych yourself up, be grateful for how you were born, how you look. There is beauty in everybody, there's beauty in everything. Sometimes I know, okay, let me just use this for an example. People see Kevin Hart, the Nollywood actor, to be short, and his wife is, I think, taller than him. But when you see them standing there, like a couple in the picture, you get a lot of people admiring them, So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that forget what people think, forget what the societal norm is. Just accept who you are and make the best out of it. Okay, like make the best out of it. My body makes it look like I am so old, but I have like really baby features, and I'm capitalizing on that. Like I tell people I'm 23 and they're like, what? And I'm like, well, yeah, so I'm happy that I'm actually younger than I look. Someone will be happy that they look younger than they actually are, but I am actually younger than I look, and I don't really care what you think. I've been in situations where I've been to interviews and the lady told me that I don't speak my age, I speak older, and I obviously look older, but then my age is young, like I'm young. And to me, I think that's a compliment. I shouldn't be looking childish. I should be looking the way a situation demands me to look. So if you're a guy and you're not hairy, because right now guys, they're taking oils to grow their beard, grow their hair and stuff like that. You don't have a deep voice. Your Adam's apple is not really big. You're a girl, you're not, you are not maybe curvy or whatever. Just forget about that, okay? Accept who you are and capitalize on that. Trust me, the defect that society thinks you have can be what will scale you up beyond measures. Trust me. And if you have this mindset for the next 10 years, which is this decade, it's going to be the best decade of your life. And if you've ever come out of such a dark phase, then share with me. Let me know your experiences. Let's talk about this. And as I said, this isn't only for plus size people, but for everybody as well. If you feel like you're really, really dark, and now I see so many dark models and I'm like, this is beautiful. Accept who you are, appreciate it, capitalize on it, and you'll be really, really okay. Society will never accept everything. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in another video, and happy new year once again. Bye.